Hey, Adam Culbertson here. Before we begin, we got a promo from another independent podcast, so when you finish this episode, make sure you go and check them out.
Ho there, stranger. I have a question for you, if I may be so bold. Do you love fantasy? With its heroes of goodness and knights of daring do? Hearty dwarves and mystical elves? Incredible dragons who rule the skies and breathe fire? Maidens so fair, they make the gods themselves weep at their beauty. You do? Well, never mind then, off you go. But if you like darkness, disparity, blood and gore, necromancy and demons, then I have a tale for you, my friend. For in the world of Aetheran, there is but a glimmer of light amongst the coming shadow. The eternal darkness is spreading its influence from the world beyond, seeking to wash over the land like a dark tide. All is doomed. But there is still hope. A candle burns within the gloom for those that seek to walk within the light. The Knights of the Argent Order, warriors and wielders of magic, trained solely in the arts of demonic eradication. These brave few will battle to the last in hopes of securing a future for all mankind. Be steadfast, be stoic, remain vigilant, for here, death awaits all in the world of Aetheran.
Available on all podcasting platforms, including Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Castbox, and Spotify. Search Dark Saga Aetheran to subscribe now.
Steel your mind for eldritch horrors of the universe unknown. For what is to follow is a tale of intrigue, mystery, and madness. You're listening to Microphones and Monsters.
All right, so y'all got a double rest from Aleister slowing down time. So instead of your normal, 8 hours?
Mm-hmm.
You got the equivalent of 16 hours of rest. So, I mean, not the whole...
if we want, we could just sleep for 4 hours and call it 8.
You could.
Aleister would choose to sleep for less time. I don't believe this.
Well,
yeah. Plus,
but now it's kind of weird because of the lack of dreams.
Julian needs that sleep, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
He's got to sleep off a bottle of wine.
And a body of blood.
And a body of blood. So you'd be able to use whatever magic you have to replenish yourself before you go to sleep, because you're going to get it all back too.
I mean, technically you could kind of wake up in the middle, heal yourself, and then go back to sleep.
Yeah.
I'm just going to start using
you
key
can
points
also
before we go to sleep.
You can also prepare your elixir because you keep forgetting about it.
Hey, I forgot about that. Let me do that right now. But I'll do it. I'll do it on the last day because it only lasts for a day.
And I can't do any brewing because I don't have anybody to brew.
Anybody.
All right. Let me roll twice. So first D6 is a 3. So that is going to be resilience. So +1 AC for 10 minutes, which is very good. Second elixir is a 6, which is transformation. Drinker's body is transformed as if by the alter self spell. Drinker must determine transformation caused by the spell. Effects wear off in 10 minutes. So I got an elixir of each.
Ooh.
Okay. So you got 2 elixirs now.
Yes, I do. Yeah, because I'm
That's
6.
cool.
I'm 6 level. I can do 2 elixirs
Cool.
when I remember, which is never
Cool.
Was there anything else that anybody wanted to get done during the rest period?
No, not in particular.
I would say brew potions. I just don't think I am in any shape to actually do that because I'm recuperating blood.
Yeah, and I would say you don't have access to the same materials that you did inside the DDA too.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah, because that Julian wasn't the other Julian wasn't a chemist.
And
He was just successful.
Yes.
Skylar doesn't need sleep, but is practicing like holding on to their ethereal robot form. It's not something they're quite going to be able to use yet. Like they still need to interact with the world around them whilst within the actual robot, but hopefully in a few days with some more practice they'll be able to have a form of their own.
Okay. That's basically where you left off. Like you were still just doing that the whole time.
Correct.
Okay.
It's dedication.
So
See.
I just want to clarify one other thing really quick.
Yeah.
With the ability to slow down the time, it just cuts the amount of time necessary in half for a long rest.
Okay.
So we're still going to be resting for 16 hours, but what that means, 16 hours for us, but what that means is after the first rest, Aleister basically rolls over, does it again, and sleeps for another 8 hours.
Okay. All right.
So you're moon bathing, but you got to make sure you get enough sleep on both sides.
There's no moon.
I don't want to go in yet.
Everything is artificial light down here. There is no moon.
Oh no, I meant that as a dumb term for like sleep bathing.
I got you.
Yeah.
But
Gotta
you're
turn
able
over
to
to the other
sleep, no
side.
dreams. Yeah.
Yay,
Which kinda
great.
sucks,
No
but-
Yay.
dream. Speak for yourself.
I was.
I was definitely speaking for myself.
Yeah.
Never mind.
All right. So it's morning, or I guess the equivalent of morning. It's been 16 hours. Well, it's been 8 hours, I guess would be.
It's been 8 actual hours.
Yeah, it's been 8 actual hours. Julian, you are feeling a whole lot better now.
Huzzah.
You're topped off. You just have holy clothes. You wake up and you look at all your clothes.
Hashtag blessed.
And yeah. So I don't know if you want to do anything about that.
Yes, I would like to not wear as the Julian I am meant to impersonate in this world. I need to be befitting of that character and not walk around with holes in clothes befitting of rags. So I will go into the master and see what kinds of clothes are available.
All right, so there's nice clothes, like basically like the same kind of clothes that you would wear underneath your jacket, your lab coat.
Yeah, but that lab coat is screwed now.
Unless you're able to mend it later or something like that.
I do not have mending, and I do not sew.
And there's coveralls in there as well, with the JC logo
I
on
will.
on the chest.
I will get on some regular clothes that I normally use, and then I will put on the JC brand coveralls.
Okay. And yeah, it's a closet full like of clothes and coveralls. Let's see. Does anybody want to do anything else after waking up?
Well, I could use a nice tuna breakfast.
All right, yeah, the tuna is still in the refrigerator.
Well, I mean, Victor would probably just cook breakfast for everyone.
Okay.
And everyone being, he'd make breakfast for Julian and put some food out for Aleister. I mean, I've got rations, but I'm probably pretty full because I would have eaten my fill the night before.
Okay.
So I don't expect I don't feel like I need to eat today.
I mean, it's been 8 hours since you last ate, at least.
Yeah.
So I mean,
how often do I really need to eat? I don't know.
I mean, as often as a person would need to eat. You're living. You have to eat
folks' metabolism.
Well, then I'll eat a ration.
All right.
That I prepare, and I'm just trying to save them in case we get stuck somewhere for like 2 weeks and I don't have any food.
Aren't you kind of stuck somewhere without food?
No, I just have some. I've got.
He just has
No, that's what I'm saying.
It's fine.
Yeah.
There's no bodies readily available for you right now.
Yet.
Yeah.
I think you meant to say yet.
Oh, no.
Well, rations are a day, so technically I just ate half of one. So 13 and a half.
There you go.
Perfect. Okay. And I made Julian some breakfast. I know what he likes, so I made it for him.
All right.
He complained enough while we were at the DDA to where I know what he likes. So
I've trained you well.
yep.
Skylar, you want to do anything when everybody's eating or everybody got up?
Skylar's just squeezing in more practice time.
Okay. All right, cool.
I will step out of my room with my now donned coveralls and be like, This is weird. How do you? Where's the flowy bit in the back? I don't get it. It's
I think you look cool, Julian.
You know, it suits you.
Aren't you supposed to wear a shirt under that?
No, you will have to stare at my bare chest from now on. No, I have a shirt. Like I have like the first like 2 buttons like undone, and then I have like a shirt underneath. I don't have it like buttoned all the way up.
Okay. All right. So y'all are done with all of that. Where you want to go from here?
Home. We'll go back to our original dimension.
Well, we're supposed to meet King Ashurk from the last the last message we got.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Probably shouldn't keep him waiting to avoid suspicion.
He is a king.
But he's also potentially very dangerous if he was the person that I saw conducting the ritual.
That is a fair point.
Yeah, that's true. But
So just something to keep in mind going forward.
true. But it seems that most buildings we enter into end up burned down and exploding. So if he is the bad guy, well, bad guy loses his palace. Does he reside in a palace? Is it like a citadel?
It's a
like
building.
It's like a fort.
There's also that giant thing that was chasing us that kind of disappeared after the building exploded. It's the flying... I don't have a really good word for it, but there's something out there that tried to attack us, and it's still out there and it's invisible.
Yeah.
Oh, it definitely attacked Julian.
Julian's eyes are going to go wide and just be like, I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
All right. So as y'all were talking about that, in this one panel, it opens up and this screen rises, and it's like and it's like.
That's exciting.
It's
Special bulletin.
News flash.
Yeah, they're basically like a news flash kind of deal, and it's like just a warning to all Saveda citizens, and there's a Nori like news anchor like on the screen, and
The Nori News Network.
yeah, GNN.
I'm your host, Chuck Paddlewater.
King Ashirk put out a message this morning that the surface folk have come down and are making an attack on the city.
Oh.
They are to be brought in and cannot be allowed to leave the city. Be careful around them. Let the authorities take care of it. They are armed and dangerous. And then it shows footage of the museum burning down and the four of you fleeing the entrance of the museum and getting into the car and taking off.
So is it like they think that I did it or I'm being held hostage?
That's all the information they put out.
God, this reporting is awful. They think that they would think that one of the people who helped build their city would have more respect.
It does say that they believe that it's an attack from Dalton and Julian.
Oh, fucker.
Has been turned on them and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's not great.
What are you talking about? I don't have to lie about being me anymore. This is the best news I've heard all day.
But you're
take those coveralls off.
being hunted.
Oh, no, this is nothing new. Okay, so we gotta get to the king and explain our case.
We could always surrender ourselves to the authorities.
So, Victor, what would happen? Just run this situation through me. So we surrender ourselves to the authorities. What happens?
I was just given an option.
You just want to be a part of the conversation.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what to do right now.
What we have to do, what we were supposed to do, is we're supposed to find some more information on the Silver Key. But the me of old, or of this world, knows that the king is up to no good, and is basically my theory is he is in cahoots. Yeah, cahoots. I'm using that word now. With whatever kind of body snatchers that are trying to impersonate the Nori and take over the city. And of course, the king is throwing a smokescreen and throwing, his plan off the scent and saying that we're doing all the ruckus. I'm using the word ruckus now.
Cahoots and ruckus.
Yes.
Own it.
Later, we're gonna have some vittles,
and it'll all culminate in a dramatic hoedown. I mean a hootenanny.
Hootenanny.
Is there can Skylar hack into something to get more information?
please.
Yeah,
do.
you can get back on the network through the security cameras.
Yeah, Skylar's gonna
Be careful.
do that and snoop around. Is that something I have to roll for?
No, that was something that you had that ability that let you jump into the network and you have what do you call it?
Admin rights, root access.
Admin rights, yeah.
Yes. Okay. Skylar's
Is
gonna do
that like a spell? Does that take a spell slot?
Yeah,
or
that's what I'm
anything?
looking up now. I think it's system backdoor.
That sounds familiar.
Yep.
That does.
Okay, so Skylar is going to cast that and use a spell slot.
Well, you've already done it before. Like you've already gotten on that network. Would you have to do that again? Or do you still just have access to it unless you've been found out and taken off of it?
They're actually smart, and they have a nightly wipe of credentials.
Mm-hmm. or it resets the user password every day.
Yeah.
Okay, Skylar's just going to take a chance, not use up the spell slot, and just go for it.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to jump back in, and you notice that there's a like a connection severed from where you went to and saw the monitors and the museum, basically, in the office, because that's not there anymore. So you don't have access directly to everything that you did before, but you do have access to stuff locally around you. Okay. So yeah, you're able to get into stuff around the building.
Okay, so what does the situation around the building look like?
All right, so you're able to hop into a camera that's outside, and you notice that rather than the streets being just normal everyday, just people walk or Nori slithering around, you notice that there's a more militarized presence in the streets.
Okay. That's not great. And there's no way to access any part of the network that connects to, like, where the king is, or...
No, you're not able to go that far.
Okay. Ooh. Do I, inside of the robot, have, like, a map of the city kind of internalized?
Yeah, you do.
So I have an idea of where the king is.
You know exactly where the king would be if he was there.
Okay.
Like at least
not live
the citadel,
but you know where the office is, so to speak.
Yeah.
Right.
But the robot isn't on the network. The robot is separated from it. So yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't trying to jump through. But at least I know where we need to go.
Yeah.
So
you know
that's useful.
You know where that is. You know how to get back to the hangar. You basically know the layout of the city. You have an internal map.
Okay. So
with that internal map, could Skylar see a map of the hotel as well, like a schematics?
That's a good idea.
Or
yes, Skylar's gonna poke around as deep as they can.
Phrasing.
They know where the cameras are, at least.
I can't think of any reason why the chauffeur bot would have the details and the layout of the hotel.
With the hotel computer they're in.
Oh yeah, getting in the computer. Yeah, you can get the layout of the hotel, but
okay.
It wouldn't be in the robot. It would be from
right.
Yeah.
So, Skylar hopped into the cameras, saw the situation around the hotel, went into the hotel computer, got kind of the schematics of the building, then went into the robot and figured out where the king is, and relayed this information to the party.
Okay.
Is there any way out of the room that isn't like the normal hallway and elevator?
Is there?
No, unless you break a window.
I can make you invisible to cameras for up to 1 minute.
I mean, that'll help at least get through the hallway and downstairs, but we got to worry about everybody downstairs, or if there was someone in the no, wait, there's no elevator. Stairs. I miss Manrose. Yeah, we just have to worry about, going through a lobby and then on the streets while being hunted. We don't have any ability to, like, jump out the window and not perish, do we?
I mean, I do, because I'm already dead.
That's a very good point.
And Aleister could be invisible.
I actually have
Aleister can just climb down the side of the building.
It's also true.
Yeah, I actually have an invisibility spell as well. That just leaves... Well, okay. We all need to we need to channel our positive / negative energies into Victor. Victor, it hasn't been working out a whole lot before, but I really need you to dig deep. Can you turn into... Wait, no, even if you turned into a human, they'd still think you were bad.
Yeah, he can only turn into surface folk.
Damn it.
Yeah. Now,
right now.
I could turn into the Tabaxi, but considering they got assassinated, I don't know if it's such a good idea.
Probably not.
I may as well put this out, but if you were to maybe say put more energy into your invisibility powder stuff, I think you might even be able to get it stretched over to Victor.
Possibly. Oh yeah, no, I can. Wait, how many do I have cast that day? Oh yeah, I have multiple casts, so I could do it. I could do it more than once. Okay, so I could cast invisibility on myself, and I can cast invisibility on Victor.
Okay, I'm just gonna kind of like step out of this like meta just a little bit. Invisibility does have variable cast.
Yeah, it does. I'm looking it up right now.
At higher levels, you can include more creatures.
Well, I can't. It's only at the second level one, so I could cast it on myself, or I could cast it on a target person. So I could definitely do it on him.
So staying outside of game, Skylar has greater invisibility.
Oh, well.
Because they are a ghost. I wasn't intending it to be used to like apply to anyone else, but technically following D&D rules, I could. So, DM, do you allow it?
It works.
While we're outside of it, I would also point out that greater invis only works for up to a minute.
Skylar also has the regular invisibility. Where is it?
Okay.
Yep. Invisibility at the second level.
How many spell slots do you have?
Skylar can cast it at will.
Oh, well then, yeah, just do that. I was just like, all right, how many spell slots am I going to have to burn to do this? If I could do this with no slots, yeah, we will go with that route.
Concentration up to 1 hour.
And I would also, just in the sake of fairness, point out that you would only be able to maintain one at a time because of concentration.
It is concentration.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
Are all of Skylar's spells at will, or is greater invisibility like
it's like a special thing,
a one and done?
The invisibility spells are at will.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Okay. So you could greater invisibility, sneak out, and then get in a spot, and then hide from the cameras, and then invisibility again.
I would also point out the only difference between invisibility and greater invisibility is that greater invisibility doesn't break upon attacking.
Yeah.
So that's why it's short duration, because it's intended for like combat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I say I'll cast. I could do invisibility on myself. Skylar, they can do invisibility on Victor. Aleister can do whatever the hell Aleister does. The thing is we have to stick together, and I'm assuming we're making our way towards where King Ashurk is to explain our case. Right? Or are we just dropping the formalities and just doing regicide?
Well, I think that would be. I mean, we either get an opportunity to explain, or I'm going to kill you and we fight anyway.
Okay.
I would like to get close enough to get more information from their network.
Yeah.
Okay. Plan A is sleuth. Plan B, regicide.
Depends on what we pick up from sleuthing.
Yeah.
That's my vote.
So plan A works, great. If not, regicide. We're all in agreement with that, right?
I mean, Regicide sounds fun.
I'm looking around the room.
Are we back in character now?
Yes.
I'd rather not kill anyone unless we know for sure that they're going to kill us.
Well, based on that broadcast, they most assuredly want to get rid of us.
But we don't know if they're being controlled by someone else. So I would rather get to the root of the problem than get rid of a symptom. If it's possible.
I agree. If we can help these people down here, then it'll be worth it. We can use all the help we can get right now anyway.
If we help them and they can help us with a safe way back up to the surface, I think that would make things worth it, yes.
Yes, but we also have to... Yes, we need to help these people, but at the same time,
if we kill the king, they'll probably take the man rose, and we won't be able to leave anyway.
What's a man rose?
Wait, what?
The ship.
Oh,
sorry. Right.
I forgot we named the submersible Man Rose.
They're going to take Man Rose. No.
And just like, wait, they have Man Rose hot? Why did no one bring this up?
We'll have to steal another one and name it Gerbo.
Oh.
It's just
Gerbo's
just so you can leave it behind again.
Just so we can leave it behind again. Oh man, that's mean. Okay. All right. So we're the fallback plan is we're going to stick together regardless. We're going to head over to King Ashurk's palace, citadel thing, and figure what's not on the level.
Right.
Okay. Then we'll commence with the casting, and can we stack that invisibility and the if we have the invisibility on, the cameras can't see us, or they have like special
if you
cameras?
have invisibility on, the only one that can be seen is Skylar, which Skylar's not a surface folk. Just throwing that out there. So
yeah, Skylar's just planning on going out as their robot selves.
Yeah.
And that's the way we stick together, is because if we're all invisible,
follow the robot.
Nothing else, we can follow the robot.
Yeah.
The robot knows where we're going anyway.
Yeah.
Q walking through like a heavily robot populated area.
Oh no!
we'll put my fedora on the robot.
Why would they schedule the Robo Parade today of all things? Okay,
Paint like a little mustache on the robot's face. It's a fancy robot.
Okay.
Yeah, so all right, so I'll cast invisibility on myself.
And I will cast invisibility on Victor.
Yay, thank you.
And I will cast invisibility on myself.
All right.
And then Skylar cautiously heads out, robotically, into the world.
Hello, Aleister here. Well, that was certainly a good long rest, even without dreams, I suppose. Having some nice respite was well called for. And having a nice tuna breakfast is always a nice bonus. So, all things considered, I think this was a pretty good time for myself. I suppose that Julian is doing a little better now. He looks a little more normal and not so deflated now. And, well, Victor is Victor. He always seems far more chipper than he should be. But, I suppose to each their own. It seems that there may be some trouble with, this King Ashurk. It seems he's trying to use us at best as some type of political puppet, an enemy, so to speak, to further some type of agenda, but I couldn't really say for certain what that might be. I do think that we probably will need to default to this Regicide. Such a fun word to say, even regicide. It just kind of rolls off the tongue. But with all of this planning, it does make you think of that oft-used phrase, the best laid plans of mice and men. Notice that they don't really say anything about the plans of cats. And I suppose that's because cats tend to actually follow through with the things that they plan. I, for example, really only had one plan in all of this, and it worked beautifully. I got to not have to use my resources for anyone else but myself, which I'd say was a pretty good plan and very successful. For any of you who may not realize, it is because as a warlock, I am able to cast my spells to their fullest potential without having to spend anything extra into it. So, I very well could have used invisibility for all of us at once, but that's just not very in my character now, is it? I am actually quite pleased that no one really caught on to that. Perhaps too pleased. But I guess we shall see how this all goes. I can't say that I'm too excited to meet this King Ashurk. In any case, he does not sound very pleasant. Well, anyhow, please go and visit us at microphonesandmonsters.com, where you can find links to all of our social media and all of our podcatchers. Please leave reviews on Apple Podcasts or Podchaser, or as we actually have now, on Audible. If you use Audible, you can check us out there and leave reviews there as well. As always, all of our music is written and produced by Marco Mazzei of Fallen Highway Studios. Thank you for listening, and I hope you'll join us next time on Microphones and Monsters.